Hello.
Hi.
Amy.
Hi, Erica.
Welcome back to the pod room.
Yes, so excited.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Because of Eli. Here we are recording at Frosted Nug Productions, and this is our general trigger warning. This podcast discusses death, child loss, suicide, mental health, and different parts of grief. We are not trauma professionals, therapists, psychologists, or psychiatrists. We offer no professional advice. We are just two friends with a lot of life experiences who want to help others. Welcome to Because of Eli.
I'm happy to be here today. I'm really excited about our guests.
It's nice to be back in studio and squish next to you again.
Yes, which means we have a guest.
Yay, we're very excited. For anyone who's tuning in new, I am Erica. I am a registered nurse, and most of my career has been spent in death, dying, and grief support.
And my name is Amy. I am a grieving mother and I am a registered nurse. My background is in corrections, substance use disorder, public health, and psych.
These intros are getting better and better, Amy.
I know, it's doing worse. I was way better in the beginning.
We had a lot more scripting in the beginning.
Yeah. Now we're just like off the top of our head.
It's fine. It's just fine.
Yeah.
So, Amy, what did you do for yourself this week?
So I don't want to give too much away because our guest was part of what I did for myself this week.
Wonderful.
So we'll get into that a little bit more, and it'll make sense why it was something that I did for myself this week.
Okay.
So I'll share more later.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. So what did you do for yourself this week?
Well, it's October, so I thought I'd go to the beach. It's great. It's very cold. But no, it was the Sea Witch Festival down at the beach.
Yes.
So very Halloween-y, very fitting with our theme of the podcast that was released last episode, and got to have a lot of fun. And one of the most fun things is the dog costume parade. I know there's people that don't think you should dress up dogs, but it was very cute.
Oh, I bet it was.
Very sweet.
Aww.
Yeah. Lots of Wicked costumes.
Yeah.
So the dog's dressed as Dorothy or...
Oh, that's so cute.
So, something fun while the kids are still young enough to care about it. And, of course, lots of trick-or-treating.
Yeah. Aw. So was the whole town just trick-or-treating for that?
So it's like a 3-day event.
Okay.
So the first day, one of the it was like multiple towns. So one of the towns had trick-or-treating at the businesses. So you just basically go up and down the street. And it was great because that happens to be also a very adult town. So they were giving out, there's a brewing company who was, the adults could get beer.
So mom and dad were getting
they really
something.
Wanted the whole family
Yes,
involved.
yes.
Loretta came. She got her face painted. Very, very fun. And then the second day, the other town does business trick-or-treating. And then they have a state park nearby that does a fantasy trail where the kids can go back and trick-or-treat as well. So it was like 3 nights of trick-or-treating.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of candy.
Well, my youngest doesn't eat a lot of different types of candy. He's very specific. So whatever he gets that he doesn't eat, I keep it and put it in our candy bucket on Halloween to give out. And then,
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
This is a child that likes the M&M yogurt, but doesn't eat the M&M.
Does not eat the M&Ms. But that's the yogurt he likes. So we have like hundreds of those yogurt toppers of M&Ms.
Yeah.
And those we keep because it's M&Ms and eventually they get eaten.
Yeah.
But every once in a while we have to buy him the Oreo ones. That's just a waste because no one's going to eat Oreo crumbs.
Yeah.
Somebody out there probably would, but no one in my house. So, do we want to get into why we are squished?
Yes. So we have a guest today. Today we're discussing self-care, and this is something that I do for myself as self-care. So I am really excited to introduce our guest, Dawn Jones. She is a Reiki Master practitioner She can tell you exactly what it is. I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to mess
You
it
know,
up.
Amy, you only practiced it like 8 times.
I know.
To not say it.
I know.
It's okay.
So Dawn Jones is a Reiki Master Practitioner and founder of Living Your Joy. It's a holistic healing practice currently in Woolwich, but she'll be moving soon. She'll get into that. And Dawn holds sacred space for healing, hope, and renewal, helping others reconnect with peace, balance, and the light within themselves. Through her work with Reiki, sound therapy, and compassionate presence, Dawn has supported clients across all walks of life, including those navigating Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer treatment, and hospice care. Her mission is simple yet profound, to remind each person that even in the midst of loss, love, and joy still will live within us. And I have to say that Dawn's also helped me in my grief journey as well. So she has been a huge part of that, especially in the beginning. So Dawn, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. Very honored. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm excited to have other people learn about what Reiki is. When I say Reiki, a lot of people have no idea, and Erica is one of them.
Like me.
Yeah. Knows nothing about Reiki and what it can do. So the thing that I did for myself was on Sunday, Dawn, with other Reiki practitioners, and also Matt, he does the sound bath. We were at a horse farm.
Horses and Hooves event.
Yes.
I work with 2 other practitioners along with a sound bath practitioner. So Wonders of Spirit, the Sonic Sensei, and Spirituality with Sarah joined us in a beautiful morning, Sunday morning, doing Reiki and sound bath.
Yeah.
So cool.
So we were out in the pasture.
Yes.
With the horses and donkeys and llamas.
And alpacas.
Yes.
And goats.
Yeah. So they're just wandering around out there amongst us. So we're just sitting in our chairs, or there were some people laying down, which they were super brave. I wasn't sure about that with the horses walking around. Not that they would
don't like to step
purposely
on
hurt.
things.
Yeah, not that they would purposely.
We made them sign a waiver.
Yeah.
The horses signed a waiver.
Good guess. The ones that showed up with no chairs.
Yeah. But the horses kind of wandered in and out through the group, and they would stop at people. And horses just naturally have this connection with humans. So if they stopped at you, it was like they sensed something, which was really cool. So we had, so there were 3 practitioners kind of working in the group and doing Reiki on each person. So as we're sitting there, you know, they're coming along and doing Reiki on you while you're sitting there.
Wow. Lots going on at
Yeah.
once. That's pretty cool.
And it's very, being outside, for one, is very powerful. And then the animals, and then the Reiki, and then the sound bath going. I did cry a little. It's a release.
It's a release,
Yeah.
exactly right. You hear the birds and the ambiance of the outside, and you know, on the farm with all the beautiful colors. It just puts you into that sense of being, going within yourself to start the healing process. And then when we go around and do Reiki on everybody, that kind of promotes the healing process. So in the same, we're clearing your chakras, we're doing the Reiki. The sound bath has different frequencies, so those frequencies are also touching your energy centers, and it's just all working together to just promote relaxation and balance and overall well-being.
So I initially met Dawn. It's probably been about a year or so, I think. The facility that I used to work at, Dawn and Christine were coming over and doing Reiki on the residents. And the first couple times I don't know if I had missed you guys or what. And then when I found out what was going, activities had shared, like, hey, you know, we're doing, and I'm like, oh, well, I should probably go over and see what my patients are doing, you know, find out what it's about. So I sat in on it. And years ago, I had done Reiki. It was a Reiki party my friend was having at her house, and you have a certain amount of people come and whatever. So I did it, and that was a very cleansing experience then. But at that time, I was going through a lot, and I thought, well, it might have just been timing and being able to just talk about my whatever I was going through with somebody, because at the time I had nobody to talk to about it. So I was sitting there, I'm watching, and you were on memory care, and I'm watching some of, at that time, my residents that couldn't sit still for any amount of time. And you usually spend at least an hour with them, and they would just sit. They're not wandering away. They are completely engaged. They're sitting there with their eyes closed. They are totally in on this. And these are people that, I mean, if they might sit, but generally spend their day just pacing the entire day. And they were sitting. Right. And one of the residents, sometimes he can be a little aggressive, during Reiki, and then after, so calm. We're able to medicate him. He's happy. He's dancing. He's smiling. So I told his wife, like, wow, you need to come in and see this, because I can't believe it. She came in, and that she saw it for herself. She's blown away by it. Her and her daughter both had Reiki as well after witnessing it. Like it is a very powerful thing.
Right. And we'll invite the caregivers in or the family members if they want to know a little bit about Reiki. It is a little hard to explain. So we'll say, just come sit with your loved one, and we'll do the Reiki on you too. And then this way it gives them a sense of what's going on with their loved one. And chances are they usually come to my practice and become my client.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how I ended up seeing Dawn, because after that experience, you and Christine did do Reiki on me. One time around wasn't enough for me, apparently.
Right. We double whammied her.
Wow.
And then did it again and said, you need to make an appointment.
Which I did, and that was an amazing experience.
It was.
And then, after the loss of Eli, I think you and Christine came to the, sorry. What am I saying sorry to?
The microphone.
Yeah. You came my first day back.
Yes.
And that was amazing.
We
too,
definitely wanted to support you.
Yeah.
We could feel you. We could feel the grief that you were going through, and we were drawn to you, and we wanted to give you some relief. Not that you get relief in grief, but we wanted to give you a little bit of a shutdown.
Yeah.
If only for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
To sit on that table.
Yeah.
To get that Reiki. To just shut off the world. To recuperate.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Right? To give yourself a sense of, okay, I can get up off this table and I can go another couple days.
Yeah. Yes. And because, we're nurses, science. So I'm looking up journals, peer-reviewed articles. So
I have a lot of nurses.
Yeah.
And a doctor, which I was very nervous about in the beginning.
But she said nurses, science.
Yeah.
I thought science, they're really going to get me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But they on my table, and again, it gives them a sense of mindfulness where they can sit there. Reiki doesn't replace medical care, it enhances it. It creates a holistic approach that nurtures the whole person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people in the healthcare system are starting to recognize that.
Yes.
I think they're starting to see it. I know that when I started volunteering at Woolwich Gardens.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Oh,
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You're fine.
It's okay.
I don't know what I could say or
yeah.
what I can't.
No, you're fine.
But I wanted to see the benefits of Reiki on those patients myself.
Right.
Not that I went in there with a sense of let's prove this works, but I did want to see. I wanted to see the patients, I wanted to alleviate some of the agitation.
Yes.
I wanted to give them a sense of peace.
Mm-hmm.
They're fighting a battle in their head that we cannot see, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to surround them in that Reiki energy, and we've been doing it for it was a year,
Yeah.
I believe, last month,
Mm-hmm.
and the changes in the patients.
Mm-hmm.
We go in there now, and they're all prepared for us.
Yes.
I don't know if they remember us, but they remember our energy, if that makes any sense at all. Once that music goes on, once I go in there, I ring that bell, they are ready. Now it's us, like, time to go to lunch.
Yeah.
It's time to go to lunch, because they'll just sit there. They thank us. The power of touch means so much. We hold their hands, and they some may think that we're praying over them, whatever they believe, but they feel so much better. And the caregivers and the nurses that take care of them, they don't have to give them as much medication.
Yeah.
Those next, I don't know how many
Yeah.
days, but it's right away.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
Yeah,
It really is.
It really is
and
amazing.
to see them love on us just as much as we love on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to have the ones that maybe don't talk too much, that all of a sudden will just start talking our ears off, because or they'll want to get up, or they want to go dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these are people that 45 minutes ago weren't even looking at me.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
It is amazing.
It's a joy every time we go. It's an honor for us, really. And I really do think it helps, like, mind, body, and soul. And I think it helps the caregivers and the family members also, when the nurses are taking pictures and saying, like, look at the smile on his face. And I think it's just an all around wonderful thing for the family too, because it's easier for the family when they come to visit. They're not so agitated.
Yes.
They're able to have a better visit. Like, there's just so many pluses.
Yeah. So one of the articles I looked up was actually, it was called "Reiki is Better Than Placebo and Has a Broad Potential as a Complementary Health Therapy." So this was in Australia. It is back from 2017. So, I mean, there's more updates, but I have another article after this one that was just from my birthday of this year. So I was like, I'm going to pick that one because it's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So it actually, Reiki works with the parasympathetic nervous system. So that's like your rest and digest. That's like helping you come back to your natural resting state.
Exactly. That's why you can fall asleep on the table, and Reiki energy is still doing its thing.
Yeah. And I have fallen asleep a couple times.
I like when you fall asleep.
Yeah, it's so relaxing, and it's like you can just feel it literally feels like a weight is being lifted off of you.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm releasing, trying to release all of that from you.
And there's been a couple times where at the end she's like drawing out from like your feet, and I can feel it. My eyes are closed, but I know that she's down there because I can feel the tingling in my feet and my legs.
So it's like an energy massage.
Yeah, that's how I describe it. I
hate massages. We'll put
Yeah.
that because I don't like being touched.
But I actually
That's the thing.
describe
I
it
don't like
that
being
way.
touched.
Yeah.
So when you do come in for Reiki, you're fully dressed. You can lay on the table. I don't have to touch you. So someone that does come in that doesn't like to be touched, like myself, because I protect my own energy. I will say to you, may I come into your energy? You can tell me yes, and I'll say, may I touch you? You can say no. You're going to get the same effects. A lot of times I do touch because I'm drawn to touching. I do the whole Reiki practice with my eyes closed. I'm just pulling from spirit and the energies from the cosmos, if you might say, right? And I'm pulling down and I'm connecting with your life force energy. I'm pulling it all together, and then I'm working with it. Am I manipulating the energy? No, I'm just working with your energies, your chakras, and I'm clearing them and balancing them so that when we're done, you have more sense of clarity. You feel. I had one client that said when he came in, the yellows were dull. When he left, all the yellows were bright. A lot of people, they'll say they feel lighter. Well, I'm getting rid of all of that stuff that you're carrying. I call it gook.
Oh,
Getting rid of
yeah.
all that gook and releasing it from you, so that when you leave, you have a sense of lightness, sense of clarity. I ground you at the end. That's when you're feeling at my feet.
Yes.
I tend to ground at the end. So it gives you more stability. It helps with that root chakra.
So what does grounding like mean? What is that like if you're at the end when you're grounding somebody? Like,
When I'm
what is
grounding
that?
somebody, my intention is that I'm pulling the life force energy. People call it, sometimes people will say energy roots from your feet, and I'm imagining those roots going down into Mother Earth, wrapping themselves around the source. Native Americans think it's the fire. We're wrapping all of that. I call it prana energy. So I pull up all that prana energy, and then I instill it back into client. So that gives you a sense of stability, a sense of groundedness. It'll also give you a sense of security. And when I'm done with the session, a sense of vitality. So you'll have a little bit of like an energy surge.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Did I
Yeah.
explain that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
And
I'm
it's
trying.
very it just makes you feel so good. It lasts days, really.
It
It's
does.
not
It
something
does.
like, oh, that was a great experience. Okay, back to being stressed.
Right.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
Right, because at the time I'm doing it, I'm also balancing and clearing your chakras. And each chakra, you have your crown chakra, you have your third eye, you have your throat, you have your heart, your solar sacral root. They all hold different emotions. So when you clear out those emotions, you're automatically starting to feel better. To put it in lame terms.
Yeah.
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 So if you say your solar plexus is blocked, so you may feel a sense of like low self-esteem, like lack of control, procrastination. When I clear that, you may regain a sense of personal power, confidence. Your motivation might be back a little bit, like just little things like that, and you'll start noticing. So I tell people too, like they'll say, well, when should I come back for a Reiki session? And I'll say, you'll know. You'll know because you'll feel a little bit more agitated. People get
So
on
it's
your nerves.
individualized,
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that. Oh.
Well, I mean, I could be one of those practitioners that say come back in every 2 days
Right.
for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because you got problems.
Yeah.
Definitely what you would tell me if I came in.
That's a joke.
Be like, "Yo, get off my
Joking.
table."
Joking.
We're always joking. She'd kick me off
it
the
is-
table so fast.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like, this is too much.
No. No.
No, I can handle you. I can handle you. Believe me, you would feel wonderful when we're done. It is hard to explain to people though, because sometimes when I start explaining it, and I do it every day, I get that glazed look. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, just sit on the table. Let me just show you what I mean.
Yeah.
And 98% of my clients come back.
Yeah.
I've had one leave with strange look on her face, like what the hell just happened to me? She was happy.
Yeah.
She didn't give me a bad review. She thanked me. But I haven't seen her.
Yeah.
She got a gift card for Christmas. She's like, I guess I better use this.
Right. We'll be sending her one.
I guess I better go in.
But a lot of times too, and it doesn't end with the session. I hear from my clients for days afterward. I check in on them. I make sure they're okay. We can always do meditation on top of the Reiki. I'm adding red light therapy, so we can also, do that. So, I mean, the sessions are going to start changing. You could do a regular Reiki session with a chakra clearing, or you can do a session with all the bells and whistles. And when I say that, that's like a cord cutting. You're going to get rid of all everyone else's energy. I see your face.
I'm like, I don't know what that
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Someone
means.
hands you money, right? If someone hands you money, you now have an energy cord attached to that person that just handed you money. Well, you don't want to carry around everybody's emotions and everybody's energy. So every so often, you need to take a bath, right? You need to get rid of those energies. You need to send them back to the people they came from. It's not a good it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You're just sending their energies back so that you can stand in your own energy, your own power.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's like
So,
bathing, like getting
you're just
the
cleansing.
people's germs off of you.
You're cleansing and you're releasing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's huge. It really is.
It is. And I went back to see like when it started, because some people, I mean, we had a little conversation about this when we first started, that it's not witchcraft. It's not a religion.
It's
people
definitely not
think,
religion.
you know, oh, we can't because this is some religious thing. So I wanted to see when Reiki started. So it's actually in the 1920s in Japan. It was seen as relaxing, healing therapy, and it's done through non-invasive, non-manipulative.
Manipulative.
Ma'am.
What is happening?
We are not manipulating the
Yes,
energy.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're working alongside it.
Yes. So you may put hands on, but mostly you're kind of just hovering.
Yes.
That's how I would explain it.
If I feel like I want to put my hands on that area, it's because I'm putting more intention into that area. And a lot of times the client will feel my hands getting super hot, or they'll feel tingling. A lot of times the clients, they'll see colors. I work with, we just talked about religion, but I do work with the, archangels. A lot of times I will see colors. I'll know that Archangel Michael is around you, giving you strength. I bring in Archangel Raphael to help me with the healing alongside the Reiki. So I'm pulling in different energies, and I'm just working all together with everything that I possibly can, just to soothe the client that I have in front of me.
I'm distracted by Loretta.
I know. I was like trying so hard to concentrate on what I was saying.
Yeah,
I called her.
I apologize for the hesitation that I just had.
I called her
but
back
she
in
was
because the
walking on all
camera
fours.
screens went blank. So I just wanted to be sure everything was okay. Because I'm like,
is it okay? Okay.
okay.
I'm
I'm like,
what
that
is
would
she
be horrific if it
doing?
stopped right in the middle.
Yes.
You can see it on there though. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Loretta.
Thank you to our viewers
Yes.
for holding with us during that.
Yes. I didn't really discuss what was in that other article, but it was an Australian study. In Australia, they actually use Reiki. Like that is part of treatment and
The
all that.
holistic treatment.
Yeah. It's a complementary therapy. That's
There
the
we
word
go.
I was looking for.
There you go.
It's a complementary
yes.
therapy that they use for the reason that I was talking about, parasympathetic. So it helps heal. So, when this article was done, they were talking about potentials for broader use, including chronic health conditions and also considering like post-operative,
Yes.
like seeing the patient, with Reiki.
And I do that. I send Reiki to people that are going into surgery because I'll do something that's called distant Reiki. So I will send Reiki to the doctors and the patients for a quick healing.
Yeah.
I'll be doing self-Reiki. I do self-Reiki on myself whenever
really?
I have to get a procedure, so that I'm a terrible patient. But I'm a
We're nurses. You don't
but
have to
I'm
tell us
a-
about that.
But I'm
say.
a very quick healer.
Yeah, that's good.
So, I just...
So if someone comes to you like, all right, after a surgery, is like the surgeon's energy still in there because they were like in their body cavity? Like, is that like,
Yeah.
like do you have to root that out or like sever?
I don't know. I haven't looked
sever
it
that?
up, but I'm
Like-
thinking yes. That's because that energy was there.
Yeah.
And it would be.
I'm
still
like, this seems like a
remaining.
dumb question to me, but I'm like, wow,
No,
is
but
it
it-
though?
But
Is
that's
it?
true because
Yeah.
that's exactly true. It would still be there.
Wow.
Is it an energy that you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get out of me right now? No.
Right. Yeah.
It's a positive thing. But do you want to carry around? Do you want to feel that heaviness? When you feel, some people tend to say they feel very heavy when they come in.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when they do come to me, I can feel that heaviness. And that's just years and years of build up. I mean, it's simple as that.
Yeah.
And then when that buildup comes on, think about it.
Yeah.
Think about, when you're feeling dirty, you get in the shower, you get out of the shower and you're all clean. You have that sense of like vitality. You're feeling good. You're clean. It's the exact same thing.
So are there things that people can do like in between sessions to help keep it more in line, or are there anything that you tell clients like,
well, you want
hey,
to practice
try to do
mindfulness.
Okay.
And you want to keep your chakras clear. A lot of times I will give my clients like blue kyanite to keep their chakras clear till the next visit. I do tell them to practice meditation. A lot of my clients, I'll guide them to guided meditations, or whatever their choosing is, whatever, if they can't sleep, if they're nervous, anxiety, like I'll guide them to those meditations.
Okay.
So a lot of times I'll just say, keep yourself grounded. If you can go outside for a couple minutes every morning, put your feet in the dirt,
Step
keep
on the
yourself
soil,
grounded.
right?
Exactly
Okay.
right.
Okay.
It does wonders. And then do a lot of meditation. I meditate every night before I get up out of my bed. I'm doing self Reiki on myself. I'm sending Reiki to my entire day. I'm sending Reiki to my clients. I'm sending Reiki to this podcast. I was doing that at 6 a.m. this morning, right? I was sending Reiki to the two of you.
Well, we appreciate it.
Right? So and then I do that before I even get out of bed. So I basically will tell my clients to try to do the same thing. They can't do self Reiki on themselves, but
Sure.
you can practice all the mindfulness practices that I will ask them to do, depending on whatever it is that they're in there with me for.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because everyone has something else. It's not. It runs the gamut sometimes.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure. I want to make sure that I'm helping that person with what they want to be helped with.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then a lot of times during the sessions, I also incorporate like frequencies. I don't know if you've ever looked up like solfeggio frequencies.
Oh no.
So when you look up, you'll go down a rabbit hole. But look it up. It's called frequency healing. So I pull that in with my Reiki, because my Reiki, that's my umbrella, right? So I do other modalities as I'm doing that Reiki session. I can do just Reiki, 45 minutes, wham, bam, done. I can do other things too. The client has that choice when they make the appointment. But say I had a client today, I played 174 hertz because she was in a lot of pain. So for 90 minutes, that frequency was playing as I was doing Reiki. She felt great when she left.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe it.
Now, I'm not saying that pain's going to be gone for the next 6 months. Mm-hmm. It may be gone, but it may help her get around a little better. She may be more at ease, right? She might not have to take 4 Advil. Mm-hmm. She may only have to take 1 or 2.
Right.
Right? It's just things like that. Very, I guess you got to notice, like when you get the session. Mm-hmm. But you have 396 hertz, which removes guilt and fear. You have 417, that's for change. And so when you incorporate that into a session with Reiki, that's another healing modality. So you're not only just getting Reiki in a session, you're getting other healing modalities. Mm-hmm. Like you this weekend when you got the sound bath. Mm-hmm. So that was also frequencies.
Right.
Playing those bowls, right? Mm-hmm. So it just brings out that sense of relief or whatever you're needing at that time, you're able to release it. Mm-hmm. We give out tissues. So your body acts, some people start laughing. Some people start crying. Others twitch. My stomach growls like I haven't eaten in 2 months when I get Reiki.
That happens sometimes when we're doing a longer session.
Yes.
That happens.
But then that tells me that the Reiki energy it's working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's going through the body.
Which kind of puts validity to the idea of Reiki affecting the parasympathetic.
Yes.
Because it is part, it does help with digestion.
Yeah. It does. So, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Because when you're done the session, your body goes through a detoxifying process. So you may be a little tired that day. You'll have to drink a lot of water for the next 24 to 48 hours. You'll be thirsty. So that's your body still in that self-healing mode. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
it really is amazing. And like when
is.
people they can't understand, like, what do you mean, like, energies and stuff like that. I tend to tell like my kids, like, you carry a cell phone, the Wi-Fi, you can't see the waves, the Wi-Fi waves, but you're talking on that phone to your neighbor down the street, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
We can't see it, but we have to believe in it, and then we know it works by what we feel.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people that are like, not so sure. I'm not sure where you are, but
She's making an appointment
Curious.
for next week.
yeah.
I'm curious.
But I feel like for people that are think that they're not into it, or kind of questioning, is this real? Once you experience it, it's amazing.
Right. And that's why we do a lot of events.
Yeah.
Because we will get family members that want other family members to try it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll come for the event and they'll be like, wow, oh my gosh. We do river winds. Partners and I, we also do Amazon wellness days.
Oh, wow.
So we have a contract with them.
Yeah.
We do the River Winds Wellness Days, and then we also do, along with Matt McGee and Christina Bassetti, we do River Winds every other Friday. So the members there get to reap the rewards of the sound bath and the energy healing, and it's been wonderful. We get a good turnout.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So it's growing, and our mission and my mission is to get the word out to the community. Have a safe space, a non-judgment zone that people can come. We can do talk therapy, we can do Reiki, we can do sound bath, we can do meditations, different modalities, but a safe place for people to come.
Mm-hmm.
The world, everyone is stressed.
Yeah.
Why not come and just de-stress for 90 minutes? Give yourself the gift.
Yeah.
Because it makes all the difference. And it'll get you through another, usually my clients usually come back once a month.
Yeah. And it's, it gives you an opportunity if you're someone that struggles with meditating.
Right.
It gives you that opportunity because you are literally cut off for that amount of time.
Right.
So what else is there to do except just kind of,
just be.
like you said, shut down and just kind of just let things be what they are, and you just exist for that hour and a half.
Yeah. You're just flicking that switch again.
Yeah.
Giving yourself, more energy to just go back and do life.
Yeah. And
life is hard.
It is.
Yeah.
And women especially, we do not take care of ourselves. We need that mental shutdown, especially mothers. We need it. We carry everything on our shoulders, and even when the women come into my healing room, you can feel the tension in their shoulders. Like, we all carry it there. Why not release that? I mean, granted, we got to start all over again. It all builds up again, but that's when you come back.
Right.
Right? That's when you come back and you see me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been doing my private practice for over almost 2 years now. And it's been steady and it's been unbelievable. And I've been so grateful. And I volunteer at Woolwich Gardens to give back. And now, that's how I started.
Yeah.
But now I can't wait to go. If I could go more, I would.
Yeah. And they enjoy seeing you. The staff,
it.
residents, it was always exciting when you were coming.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we'd like to reach out to the caregivers and the families and try to get them more involved.
Yeah.
And we may have something at Woolwich Gardens coming up. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But we just want to spread the word. And it's in a lot of other places: Moorestown, Medford, Pittman. There's a lot of Reiki people understand. They hear it. They know the terminology. Not so much in the Woolwich, Swedesboro area.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about bringing the holistic modality to my community.
And actually, since you brought Swedesboro up, I didn't know if you wanted to mention your move.
Well, I'm expanding.
Yeah.
Because people believe in Reiki.
Yes.
It's a real thing.
Yes, it is.
And But December 1st, I'll be moving into my new space, which is a larger space, and I'll be bringing red light therapy into it. I'll be bringing hypnosis, more meditations. I'll be doing classes, past life regression, that kind of stuff. Bringing in some of my other practitioner friends, shamans,
Yeah.
and just really living life.
Yeah.
And
That's
living
great.
my joy,
Mm-hmm.
and having a good time with a community, and I'm surrounded by wonderful women, wonderful practitioners, and I just want to share it with everyone else.
I love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Dawn, just once you get in the fold with Dawn, she just takes care of you. Like she'll just text you. I get a random card in the mail. You know, it just
I care
like, it's
about my
just-
clients.
yeah.
And I genuinely care
Yeah.
about them, and I want to
And it
see them
shows.
doing better. And I want everyone deserves a little joy in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have to go around about it this way,
Yeah.
then that's the way we do it.
Right.
It's better than taking medicine and pills and going that. If you can go this route, go this route. Also, I want to make a point that you don't have to be sick to come for healing.
Right. Yeah, right.
You don't have to be
You don't have to have a
grieving.
chronic
You don't
disease
have no. You don't have to do anything like
Yeah.
that. If you're a little stressed, you have a little anxiety, you just want to kind of relax, just come. Come
Yeah.
and be. Listen to the music, listen to the birds, just relax. Get into that space.
Yeah. So
You'll sleep wonderfully that night.
yes.
Like I'm talking 9-12 hours. That's what I get from people.
And I think it's because you were able to release so much.
Yep.
You could just relax.
Yes.
So that's why I wanted you to come on. I wanted you to talk about this so other people can understand what it is and the potential to help you feel just better. But
Right.
you know, you did mention you don't have to be grieving, you don't have to have a disease, but there
does
are
help.
benefits
It's
to
a
it.
compliment.
Mhm,
It's
absolutely.
a compliment to the medical care. It's a compliment when you're getting chemotherapy.
Right.
It helps you to keep your, wanting to eat. It helps you with the nausea, that kind of stuff. Like, I know I'm hesitating a little bit, but it just works alongside that and just makes everything just a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Just a little bit easier.
And how did you find it and decide that that's what you wanted to do? I'd love to hear a little of your story.
Well, I've kind of always, after COVID, I wanted to find a community. I was in the house with the kids, 4 kids, school.
yeah.
All of a sudden, I was a school teacher. Like, I mean, it was crazy for all of us, right? So I wanted to find a community that I could be a part of, not being a mom, just being me, going somewhere, being friends, doing my thing. And that's what I started looking for that. And in doing so, I found a spiritual church. And the spiritual church is run by Judy Dingler. It's called Gathering Together, and it's in Glassboro. I walked into that church, and I was like, oh my gosh, the love that surrounded me when I walked into that church. And let me just go back again. I needed to find something because all of my kids were leaving the house.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
And then I was going to be a mom all by myself walking around circles in my
Yeah.
house, not knowing
And
what to do.
that-
So I was
that's
trying.
grief too. That's a
That's
lot.
grief.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. It
You
was
have
very
like a full
hard.
year of
Yes.
anticipatory grief.
It
was
and a
very
year of-
hard.
Yeah. they're
Because
gone.
all of a sudden you're the most important person for humans.
Yeah.
And then they're all on their own.
Yeah.
And it was, so I thought, I need support. I need to find people that think like me, that just want joy and peace in their life. I don't want to debate. I don't want to argue. I don't want drama. I don't want any of that. So in doing so, coming back to the church, I found it. I wasn't really into organized religion. It was a little disappointing to me in the past, so I saw spiritual church and I was like open. When I walked in, the love in that church was unbelievable, like I just said. So when I went, I sat down. I was gonna give it a chance. The people in there were beautiful. They did like a little sermon, and then afterward, they introduced this Reiki, and I was like, "What the hell is Reiki? What are they doing? And then it was like a calling. Like I just kept going back. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I can do that.
Yeah.
First I was like, I think I've always done that.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Like with the animals when you're little, you know, you're trying to save them. And my daughter was the same way. So I was so intrigued, and I was called to it. I kept watching them, and I could feel their emotions, and it just kept getting more and more powerful. And then I was just like, I got to do this. I want to do this. And then that's how it started. So I signed up for my first Reiki class. I had no idea what it was. And I was like, this is great. Oh my gosh. They were like, well, you can't do Reiki on anyone for a year. I was like, what?
Oh, no.
But I want to spread the word. So then it was Reiki 1. So I did self-Reiki on myself for a year and a half, which got me through my mother's death.
Wow.
When I started to spiral. It brought me back to my center. I did self-Reiki on myself, like I said, for a year and a half. And it helped me. It helped me so much that I wanted to share it with others. I could cry right now just thinking, I can't explain it and what I'm saying it. And there's just not enough passion in that word to say like how much it worked for me. And my friends saw it. My family saw it. So then I was like, well, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do Reiki 2. So then when I did Reiki 2, I was attuned, life force energy, another master attuned me, Judy Dingler. And that's when I went to a drumming circle. And I was just Reiki 2 attuned, and I shouldn't say this, but I had a vision. I had a vision that I basically was going to do this Reiki. And what the crazy part is that within 3 months, I had an office. I was doing Reiki. I started with no clients whatsoever. I was like selling Dawn energy. My friends called it. They're like, what are you doing? Dawn energy? Yeah. But it was the Reiki energy, and that's what it started me. So then once I did that, I was like, this is it. I want to do this forever. I saw the benefits that it was doing for others, and I was hooked. So then I went for my master's. So over like a 3-year period, I just studied Reiki. I learned about it, studied it, practiced it on myself, started practicing on my animals, my friends. When I opened my practice, I said, just come to me for Reiki. No, my friends were like, what is Reiki? And I was like, just come. And you know, and give me, you know, critique me. I want to know what it is. So that all was wonderful. Everybody felt great. So then I just kept doing it, and I've been doing it ever since. And when I first started, I just said, I'll do it for donation. So I literally did donation Reiki, like just doing Reiki for donations, whatever you thought I was worth for like 2 months. But I made those first 2 months rent.
That's
so
amazing.
So then I knew I'm on the right track. You know what? I stopped working corporate. I was a supervisor.
Wow.
And I opened the office June 15th, went in September 23rd. I was doing it full time.
Wow. That's amazing.
And I haven't stopped since.
I didn't know that. That had to be so scary.
I was petrified. So for 2 weeks, I was like, I got an office, I got this. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh shit. What did I do? What did I do? And then my youngest is going off to college, and I'm thinking, am I selfish? What am I doing? I just quit my job. I'm starting a business. What am I doing? But I have a wonderful husband. So thank God for the support. And I just did it. And then they just kept coming back and coming back. And then it's just been crazy since then, and it's just growing, and now I'm getting a bigger spot, and now I'm adding even more modalities. I'm bringing in other practitioners, and
That's so great.
it's just spreading the word, doing the healing, making people live their joy, making them, helping them live their joy, which is the name of my practice, living your joy. So I just love it. I can't say enough about it. I really can't. And then to watch others like start talking about it and praising it, and my family members doing it, it's like, okay, we're on to something. So
I mean, Amy
welcome
talks
to
about it
retirement
all the time.
Welcome to my retirement.
Perfect.
Yes.
I love it.
Do you have any story of maybe a client or, I don't know, maybe even yourself that kind of sticks out like, wow, that was really powerful, or that was an amazing experience?
I mean, I feel like that with almost every
Yeah.
client because I do have amazing experiences. A lot of times I'll pass along messages from their loved ones. Even today I started jumping up and down in my office because I was jotting down all these things as I was meditating on someone else's energy before she even got there. By the end of the session, I was reverting back to my notes going, yeah, I wrote Bob. Bob's here.
Yeah. Yeah. And
You
Dawn
know?
does that. We didn't talk about
No,
that.
and I
but
don't
Dawn,
advertise or I don't charge for mediumship, but
Yeah.
it comes through organically
Yeah.
in my sessions, so
Yeah.
I include that.
Yeah, and she, as she's doing it, you don't know that she's doing it because she's just so slick about it, but she's writing notes like
Yeah.
as she's, because she moves around you, and as she's doing it, if something comes through, and there's been a couple times that you and I have seen the same thing,
Right.
and then when we're talking about like, hey, did you see anything, and then here one instance in particular, and you know the one, I'm seeing a spider in a very cartoonish way, and I didn't say it to Dawn. I did not mention the spider to Dawn. Dawn was like, I kept getting this big scary spider. So like we're both seeing the spider, and I'm like, oh my goodness, because I saw all these like fluffy looking big-eyed spiders, and then you had told me about the spider, and I'm like, that is so weird that we were both
Right.
Yeah.
having the same, like we're seeing the same thing.
Sometimes that'll happen when I'm in a session and I'll get that like floating feeling because I'm in your energy. So a lot of times I'll pick up on like a picture that you were looking at before you came into the office. You know, I'll just pick up on certain things. A lot of times, you know, I'll pick up on who's around you. A family member that may have passed. I'll pick up on that. I'll see angels. I'll see scattered lights. I'll see energy moving. So I know that you come with your own tribe of people.
Yeah.
And usually they're all in that little tiny healing room. But it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I pick up on a lot of stuff. I don't advertise that, but I do organically. I'll share.
There was another experience that I had. It was kind of a funny experience. When I got there, you had written the name Marge down,
Oh,
and you
Marge.
kept saying Mom, Grandmom, and I'm like, well, my grandma was Marie, so maybe it's her. And I'm leaving, and you're mentioning Marie and Marie again. And as I'm about to walk out the door, you said, "Okay, Marge."
I remember this.
And I was like, wait, I know who that is. I know. She was like a mother to me. She wasn't my
Right.
mom, but like a mother to me, very motherly. And she was very much the kind of person to be like, you're wrong. Just to clarify, because it was like she was stopping us
She
before I
stopped us
left
at
to
the
make
door.
sure I knew it was
I
her.
remember that. I remember that. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, Marge.
Yeah.
Because she was like yelling. like she didn't want you to leave
Yeah.
until I said
The right name.
The right name,
Yeah.
right. And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
So I
it's-
have to watch what I say with different, I don't want someone, one
Yeah,
of my
yeah.
clients listening and me
Yeah.
telling their stuff, but
Yeah.
it happens a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, even when I pull like oracle cards prior to them coming, you know, when I'm pulling the oracle cards, I'm asking their tribe of ancestors, you know, spirit guides to give me the message so that I can pass it along to them. And it's a little crazy at the end when everything coincides
Yeah.
with those cards that I pulled prior to the person even getting there.
Yeah.
So that's always like mind blowing. Or how am I going to get, you know, I think one client of mine, the whole morning before I met with her, Sesame Street I can't even say.
Snuffleupagus.
Thank you.
Yes.
Because
I
I
love
can't
him.
even say it. So I remember walking into my office thinking, how am I supposed to put this in a conversation?
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to put this in? Who is this person and why are they giving me Sesame Sesame Street Snuffleupagus or whatever his name is. I still to this day cannot say it. So I'm getting to the door. I'm not even in my office with my client, and I finally had to, like, he was just screaming it at me. I blurted out, and the client starts crying.
No.
Here it was the movie, that the show. They used to sit on the couch when they were little, and they would watch Sesame Street, and that was their favorite character on Sesame Street with her and her father.
Oh.
Right?
That's
So
so
she
sweet.
knew right away. But the whole morning I'm thinking, what am I supposed to do? And how am I supposed to say this?
Yeah.
And then it just went from there. And it was a wonderful session. But it's like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, and if you don't want to hear from, you know, your dead relatives,
Yeah.
you just let me know.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll tell them,
keep
because
your
I can
mouth
argue
shut,
with
Mom.
spirit too.
Yeah.
Ego does come into it sometimes, and I'm like, okay, we gotta start over, dawn ground. Because I'll be like, tell her this, and I'll be like, I already told her this.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell her that again. You know, because you want to say something that's like mind blowing that they've never heard. That's going to prove, and sometimes it doesn't come over
not
like
like
that.
that.
It's just
Yeah.
like, okay, they love you.
Yeah.
They're just standing next to you, like, just, you know, it's a lot of times, you know, their spiritual relatives will follow me around the table. When I've done Reiki, I will have clients say, I know your hands were up by my shoulder.
Oh, that's happened to me.
But I could feel hands on my
legs.
Mhm.
Like, I'll know that she's here, but I can
Right.
feel hands on my legs.
Because at that time, I'm asking her spiritual tribe, any, you know, healers to come and lay hands on her. So even all of those past Usui masters,
Yeah, there we go.
I'm pulling on them to lay their hands on my client as I'm doing my Reiki. Right? Why not?
Yeah.
Just to help you out a little more.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all kinds of stuff
You've
in
got
my
all
head when
the
I'm
stuff.
walking
Yeah.
around.
But it's quiet in the room.
It's
It's
very quiet,
quiet.
and it's about 90 minutes, and then we do like chat. We talk about everything afterward, and we see, do you have colors that you've seen? Did you feel any tingling? And it's amazing what people will say that they feel. And the people that come in that are more open to it, or I would say the people that come in their second or third visit, they're like ready for it.
Yeah.
That's the best. Those are the best sessions because they're like ready. They're on the table. They're like, let's go.
Yeah, the first time you're all like nervous. I'm like,
Nervous.
"Ooh."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Why
I
are
don't
you
feel like I could
why
sit
are you
still that
touching?
long.
You
Well, see,
would.
that's what everyone said. Well,
Yeah.
today I had a lady, she came in and she just told me she did Adderall. She just popped an Adderall, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How is this going to go?
Yeah, she can concentrate
I was
really well on
scared.
what you're doing now. She is set.
She was sleeping on my table. I thought, wow,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
Yeah.
I got to use this. I should remember this
We do
tonight
not
on the podcast.
endorse the use of off-prescription.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, please do not. It was medically.
It was medically prescribed,
she's
and
medically
she was
prescribed
using
to
it as
But I
directed.
did
Use
tell
it
her.
always as directed.
Yeah.
And she does. She uses it that
Yeah,
way.
no.
But I was like,
Just
the
in
next
case
time
you're
you come
watching.
I'm
in,
normally the voice of reason here
Yeah,
and
the
have to
next time
remind
you come
everyone.
please don't drink a lot of coffee.
That would be my
And
problem.
can you
As
take
soon
your
as I lay
medicine
down.
afterward? But if I can get her relaxed, what's that say?
Yeah.
Right? So, and she left and she had a great experience. But that was a little scary when she told me that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay,
That
Well,
would
let's
definitely
go.
be me.
let's do this.
Where are
Let's
you?
Let's get
Where
this
are
party
you?
started. Yeah. So I had her on my table for probably about 90 minutes. So,
Yeah.
and she
Wow.
left feeling great.
Yeah. Keeping my eyes closed
Yeah.
for that long.
She
is
made another
You-
appointment.
my challenge.
I know. She goes, but I feel like Dawn could get you to.
Right. Everyone says that. Everyone said that's why I used that. I should have
Yeah.
said that. Was
No,
bad.
no,
Can
you were
cut
totally
that
fine.
out?
No. We
No,
cut
we're
nothing out
keeping
here.
that.
We do not edit. We're
Yeah.
fine with tears. We're
Yeah.
fine with
That was a
vulgarity.
false client. I was fibbing.
Just in case you're watching.
I did tell her I was coming here tonight.
We'll just skip this
No,
part.
no.
Thank God I have that appointment in the books. See you soon, girlfriend. Oh my my gosh.
Yes, all is well.
Yeah.
All is well.
So,
All is
Erica,
well.
do you have any questions that Dawn hasn't answered that you're still like, I don't know?
Oh gosh.
Oh,
making
you want to
me
put her
nervous.
on the
Yeah.
spot,
Hold
dude.
on, where's my closing statement? Before I can feel the question.
Yeah. Well, Erica's
she
thinking
answered
of a
my question.
Okay.
I wanted to hear the journey. That was
Okay.
important to
Yeah,
me. But
absolutely.
I want you to come
I'm not a
in.
non-believer.
I want you
Yeah.
to come in for a session, and then we're going to do another podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
it'll
good
be the
idea.
thing I did
That's a
for
good idea.
night myself
Yes,
that week.
But it would be really cool to see
Right?
someone that
Yeah.
doesn't know what it
Absolutely.
is.
Yes.
No
absolutely.
experience.
No experience.
One massage in my entire
Right.
life,
Yeah.
and I was no, I cannot sit still
and
this long.
someone, someone that cannot
And
sit
doesn't
still.
like to be touched.
Yes, and can't turn her brain off
Cannot.
Yes.
to just see how that experience goes.
Yes, we
To
should
bring
definitely
me
do
and
that.
Yeah.
Loretta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Loretta?
She's
Oh,
the
you
kid
met Loretta.
Our tech,
Loretta's the one that
our
was
tech producer.
scooching
you're
across the
talking-
floor.
The four-legged creature.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's her name.
Yes.
She had to sneak out to do some studying for a pre-calc test.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll let her do that. I'll send her some Reiki for that.
There you
Yeah.
go. Perfect.
Some clarity.
Yeah, so that's
Some
what she needs.
focus.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
you pulled her cards.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the one. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Look
into
at me
it.
inviting myself right back.
Yeah.
Look,
I
I know. right in there.
Yep.
Yeah. You
I feel like
come
her and Brooklyn should come back together.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my goodness, that'd be fun.
That'd be so
There
much
you
fun.
That would
go.
be fun.
There you go.
All right.
So you feel at this stage you've had all of your questions answered that you have about Reiki. You feel like if someone came up and was like, "Hey, Erica, what's Reiki?"
I think I could. Well, if she has a hard time explaining it,
Yeah,
I
I know,
think
it
that's
is-
what I could say.
Yeah,
Well,
it
let me
is
tell you, I
hard.
interviewed
Yeah.
a Reiki master.
Yes.
And
It's
here's
like-
what I know it helps with, and
Yep.
here's
And it's like a massage for your
and
soul. That's
it's a
how I explain it.
self-care piece that some people, just like any other self-care,
Mm-hmm.
may find more benefit from than others.
Yes.
And we never think that is wrong if that's what they think is the right thing for them.
Absolutely.
And we all deserve a little balance,
Mm-hmm.
self-compassion,
Yes.
Yes.
self-awareness,
Mm-hmm.
and love.
Yeah.
Yes. Dawn, is there anything that you would like to say? Maybe share where you're located, where you're going, and how they can get in touch with you if someone's interested in Reiki.
I'm on social media as Living Your Joy, Instagram Living Your Joy Reiki. I will be right now. I'll be in a transition phase because I'm moving from one location to the next.
A bigger one.
Yes.
I just want to put that
Yes,
out there.
More services.
at the center
Yes.
of town in Swedesboro, 1220 Kings Highway, Unit A is where I'll be. I will be moving in that building December 1st. You can find me on my website, livingyourjoy.squarespace.com, and that will also guide you to any appointments that you want to make. It'll also tell you of any events that I have coming up because I do several events every month. So you can go on my website or any of the social media pages to find that.
That's awesome.
And do you recommend individual sessions before attending an event? Is that like something where you should get used to that
Well,
first? Or would coming to an event
I
be
think
an okay
coming to an
first thing?
event, a lot of people have doubts, and if they're even a little bit of a fear. So coming to an event is probably something that you might want to do.
I was going to say that because I feel like it's a shorter time and
Yes.
it's not just focused on you necessarily.
Yeah.
You can kind of anticipate what's about to happen because there's other people, so you're seeing what's happening. I feel like it's a soft way
To introduce it.
Yes.
Yes. You bring your yoga mat, you lay down, you
Yeah.
have your blanket, your pillow, and you just relax. So a lot of times if somebody wants to show somebody Reiki, well, they can come to a Reiki event that's like $45. It's an hour and a half. You have a sound bath and a Reiki event. You have 2 healing modalities.
Okay.
You're not getting that one-on-one attention. You may only be getting Reiki for maybe 15 or 20 minutes, maybe even 5 or 10, but you definitely feel it. So the in-person session is always the best if you want to get that one-on-one, that 90 minutes, all of the modalities.
Okay.
We could sit there for 3 hours if you want.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I have sometimes.
Well,
wow.
And I will sit there with the client until we're done.
Yeah.
If
And
that
I
client
can
needs 3
speak to
hours,
that.
then we get 3 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not one to rush it out. It's we start and we end.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I do it. I make space in the day to make sure that I can concentrate on one client at a time.
Yep. I can second
And I
that.
love it. Yes, I love it. I hold my clients very dear to my heart.
You
So,
do. You take good care of us.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I try.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Are you ready for our closing?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, everyone should check out Live in Your Joy
Yes.
on
Thank you.
social media and her website and at her new location,
Yes.
which is very exciting. In closing, we hope we helped a few of you feel more validated, more heard, and seen. If you're supporting someone who's lost a child, please remember to say their name, talk about them, remember them. And as always, we are here because of Eli. And our resource is Live in Your
Living
Joy.
your joy.
And we hope a lot of you will check her out. And if you are watching us on YouTube, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you are not yet following us, please follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Because of Eli Pod. And that's all.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.